我跟你讲, yet another 白包族 is about to go to jail, and this time it may be north of 20 years.
You're in trouble now.
And just like Johnny Somali, this guy happens to be a stone's throw away from Taiwan in the Philippines. But where his situation differs is that the president of the Philippines knows exactly who he is, and he is more than willing to throw the hammer down on this fool and make sure that not only does he not get deported, but that he might spend at least 24 years in jail. Real talk. This fool pissed off the president so bad that they're bringing in the guy who went after Duterte to bring down the gauntlet of justice on his ass.
Just a small announcement. You're pretty close to going to hell.
So, 准备在星球空翻爆米花, and for today's episode, I recommend the 地瓜口味. You're about to witness the real-life embodiment of karma is a bitch. And the best part is this story actually finds its second part taking place in the 地瓜shaped island known as Taiwan. 真的是代志大条. The age of the internet has given rise to a lot of very unique industries. One of them that is quickly making its rise and fall is professional pranksters.
Oh, Jesus. Say cheese.
Relying on unsuspecting strangers' startling reactions to make money was allowed way back in the day on YouTube, and there are quite a few people who made a fortune doing it. But as time progressed, the audience taste grew darker, and some of these nuisance and pranks started to become more and more offensive. Now, several years ago, back in the US of A, someone got a little bit too high and decided they wanted to go chomping on somebody else's face. And of course, the only place where something like this could happen was in Miami, Florida, aptly named the Zombie Attack. And that's where we bring in the Russian-American dual citizen YouTuber, Vitaly Zdorovetskiy. I don't know how to say his name. But this guy was really clever. He dressed up as a zombie, capitalizing on people's fear, trauma, and tragedy, and filmed prank videos scaring innocent people in the city. Now, this series made Vitaly a huge hit. At one point, he had over 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
Excuse me? Quick question. You want to be my Valentine? You seem very lonely.
No, not really.
Am I not good looking enough or what?
Just don't go that way.
What does that mean?
I'm Muslim.
Why you're at the mall and you're not shopping? Hi. Hello. Are you straight now?
I can't be.
Yeah. You serious? Let's go. What are you gonna tell your girlfriend? You want straight?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
And Vitaly decided to expand his brand, filming pranks exposing gold diggers, which made him wildly popular, expanding his brand to over 3 different platforms with a combined total of 20 million subscribers. Now, with money and fame, like a lot of other YouTubers, at some point he started getting in a little bit of trouble.
Can you ask me what's happening now? Somebody's outside fighting the out of somebody. Are there any weapons involved? No. No, he's still getting the out of somebody. Female on the ground. He was her in the face left and right.
So after taking a bit of magic moku, he attacked a woman jogging on the street, causing some very serious injuries.
Your boy can stay back there. Put your hand on the car, man. No, put your hand on the car.
Lean on the carpet.
You're on the car right there.
Hey, right here. I'm gonna tell you again. Put your hands in the back. I'm gonna tell you again. I got things a lot.
And this, along with a couple other incidents, including actually getting banned from FIFA, cost him his reputation, sponsors, and YouTube monetization.
As if that wasn't bad enough, Vitaly was involved in a nearly fatal skydiving incident while trying to promote one of his adult websites. Apparently, the parachute that was supposed to serve as a banner for his site was too small and didn't provide enough air resistance to slow his descent.
So he actually harmed a stranger, got arrested, and faced criminal charges. And then he went skydiving and broke both legs. Karma is a bitch.
Tight, yeah!
And then after that, he completely disappeared for nearly 2 whole years. And then in July 2022, he suddenly uploaded this.
And I'm here today to apologize to all the people that are listening to me right now, to the whole world, to all the people that are let down. I'm so so sorry. I was left alone and broken after the incident, and nobody to blame but myself. People that I thought were my friends weren't my friends, and I just fell into depression. I lost everything because of that. And like I said, I'm not here to blame anybody but myself. I take responsibility for my actions, and I simply fucked up. I'm so sorry. For the people that are listening to this, for the people that love me, for the people that hate me, for the people who don't even know who I am, look what drugs and alcohol did to me. It almost ruined my life. I jeopardized my career. I lost relationships. I pretty much lost everything.
So as I'm sure you know by now, there is a growing phenomenon online where no matter how terrible of a celebrity or influencer you are, regardless of your actions, like purchasing videos of tiny humans, selling illegal substances, or even verbally abusing or attacking strangers, there are always fans who will forgive them. And some people will actually defend them, as forgiving criminals gives a sense of moral superiority, and supporting them grants moral licensing, if you will. And Vitaly knew this all too well.
I've been sober for 7 months, and I feel better than ever. I started to be motivated again. I started wanting to make videos again for fun, not for business, like it used to be when I first started.
He returned to his YouTube channel and continued uploading videos, but it was clear he could only keep playing the clown, relying on pranks to grab attention.
Man, Vitaly, the golden era of YouTube pranks? Despite everything that happened with him, I am glad he's back to his roots. More of this, Bratka.
This is the Vitaly I used to watch 10 years ago. Awesome footage. Nothing like disturbing the peace.
What kind of shit is that?
Although some supported him, his video views were actually a lot lower than before. And after over 2 years of not uploading, YouTube demonetized his ass, meaning he couldn't earn money from the platform. So he took his show to Kick, the ever-growing cesspool of controversial figures, red pill rejects, and of course, nuisance streamers. Vitaly finally had a new home.
How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you mind if I eat your booty?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, this isn't a plausible conversation.
It's not?
No, I'm sorry.
Why? You're wearing a pink shirt, so I thought it's like,
No,
it's
sorry.
like welcome to Miami.
I'm here for one reason and one reason only. To pick up black girls like you and eat out like there's no tomorrow.
Now, I'm not sure if this counts as a prank because it's actually not even that funny, but I'm pretty certain it falls in line with sexual harassment.
On your knees. Kiss my feet and apologize. Kiss my feet. Kiss my feet.
Thanks so much.
If I lose right now, oh boy, okay? Pick a mine. Pick a mine. Click anywhere on the screen. You better click it right. Good boy.
And then Vitaly found another terrible prank direction. Bait and switching PDF files, luring them out, all the while using this opportunity to promote gambling platforms. But hey, who could resist the hero of justice cleaning up society, right?
Tell you who is behind the camera. It's gonna be Kane. The man, the myth, the legend. What's good, Kane? You got the craziest fucking stories. Chat, we're gonna have so much fun today. Let's show him the villa, man. Let's walk around, dude.
And then he decided to take his one-man 百宝组 show on the road internationally to the Philippines. His platform of choice, Kick. And what he thought would be an easy cash grab turned out to be the worst decision of his entire life. But unlike Johnny Somali, who angered an entire nation, my man Vitaly decided he would be an overachiever and piss off the last person you would ever think of, the president of the Philippines.
Fuck.
And I guess by this point you already know what it is. 代志大条咯。
I have a question. I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Can I put it in your butt? It's called a new video game, Mario Kart Infinity 360. Is that okay or no?
Now, you need to keep in mind that these pranks are all live streamed without the people's consent. And these live streams make these kids dollar bills, yo.
Doesn't want to do anything. He's just
Why does he not react? He's not chasing me.
I know.
I want you to chase me.
To chase me.
Now this guy might have eaten way too many magic mushrooms and messed up his brain, cause crime isn't a prank, it's just fucking crime. He tried to steal a security guard's motorcycle on live stream, but this wasn't the only security guard he messed with, because there was actually another one who filed an official complaint claiming that Vitaly actually tried to steal his firearm. Clearly Vitaly had forgot.
Calm as a bitch.
I'm gonna f***ing eat your dog. Excuse me. How much to sell your dog to China?
And then he went on to make a racist prank, assuming that all Chinese people eat dogs, using it as a joke.
How many viewers we got?
4,900.
4,900. Let's break the 5K, chat. Excuse me, madam. I'm gonna f you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right. Trying to be a nicer grandma.
And of course, with his criminal record of randomly attacking women, randomly humiliating women is also part of his daily routine.
That's my only fan left in the chat. Since I don't have any fans, since I fell off, my only fan, bro.
And then he stole a fan from a store on the street? At this point, another YouTuber and streamer had had enough and actually confronted his ass and tried to talk some sense into him.
Do you know there's a content creator named Tosi?
No, I don't know who that is.
He just did a video on you 5 hours ago.
Saying what?
Saying that you were harassing people here in the Philippines.
Yeah, and what about me donating over $20,000 in the last 2 days?
Right, and as a content creator, that stuff kind of goes under...
No, it doesn't, because my editors are working on it, and I'm gonna release the truth.
I'm saying when it happens, people don't broadcast that as much.
Yeah, but I don't get... For me, when you know what I mean, then I'm back on top. For me, when people talk shit, that's how I know I'm doing the right thing, because people want to bring me down when you're up. When you're down, nobody cares about you. When you're up on top, everyone wants to bring you down. It's the same thing with my pedophile catches. Everyone thinks they're fake. Oh, they're all real.
Now, it's obvious that Vitaly thinks the fame he gets from committing crimes and harassing others is a form of success. And anyone who denies this is just someone who doesn't want him to succeed. I guess haters gonna be hating.
I'm not talking shit.
So why are you
asking you why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Shut the fuck up, because I do whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
Yo, I swear to God, bro.
Real conversation. You need to lift people up for a living. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Let's go. Don't fucking touch me before I knock you the fuck out.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna knock me
out. Yo, back off.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? You came with security? If I didn't have this camera right now, hey, jeez.
Security either. I'm literally just as big as you.
Okay, cool.
You just solve violence, bro. Words are.
I'm trying to walk away from you, and you're trying to follow me, so you're harassing me now.
For being a piece of shit.
Okay, I am a piece of shit. Congratulations.
I'd rather be a rich piece of crap than a broke human. This about sums up the entire Baipalzu community.
Are you inspired by Vitaly Zdorovetskiy? Yeah. Good evening, okay? Here's your Miranda right, okay? Yes, sir. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in any court of...
And now he's a piece of crap in prison, arrested by the Filipino police, and it seems like he's still a very happy piece of crap, not taking the arrest very seriously.
Pero sa akin paningin, at ito'y akin lamang, hindi ito'y batas yan sabi ko, ay doon muna siya mananatili sa Bureau of Immigration Detention Facility sa Muntinlupa habang siya'y naghihintay ng paglitis sa kanya rito. Hindi po namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas.
Then, after his arrest, the Filipino government held a press conference. And you can see Vitaly standing there in the back with handcuffs, looking happier than a pig in shit. But here's the thing, the entire country now knows exactly who he is. But what he didn't know was that the white-haired man speaking in front of him is Juanito Victor Yanvic Katabayan Ramula Jr., a hardcore anti-communist and a hardline politician, the current Secretary of Interior and local government of the Philippines. These people love this dude, but clearly Vitaly hasn't the slightest idea who he is. But that's all about to change.
Nakakalungkot dahil ito isang naging bahagi na ng social media na nagkakaroon ng mga vlogger na nanggugulo lang, nang aasar lang, nang buwisit lang, nang babastos lang para makakuha ng mga viewers. Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali. Hindi naman ganyan ang ugaling Pilipino. Asahan ninyo, yung mga gumagawa ng ganyan, hindi natin pababayaan na patuloy nilang ginagawa yan.
Now, this guy is the president of the Philippines, and clearly he watches YouTube too. He knows that more and more Western YouTubers are coming to Asia, doing fucked up shit on live stream and making money from it. And he is pissed.
I'm gonna fucking rob you.
Hindi naman Pilipino, pwede ko mamurahin.
Bro, even the president of the entire country watched his videos and wanted to curse him out. This is some legit taiji tuateo shit right here.
Niloloko mo na Pilipino, pinagkakatawa mo pa Pilipino, pinapahiya mo Pilipino, pinagkakitaan mo pa Pilipino. Tapos babay na lang? Walang ganoon, di ba? Fair is fair.
Okay, so what he said there was, oh no, not just like that. We made a conscious decision not to have him deported. After he made fun, jokes, shamed, and make money off Filipinos and then tried to say goodbye, nothing like that. Fair is fair. Solid. Listen, saying this is just fair play, fair is fair.
The Filipino Secretary of Interior said they'll make sure Vitaly isn't deported back to the US and will stay in the Philippines. That seems fair to me, because you know,
Karma is a bitch. He will not get special treatment. No air conditioner. No air conditioner. He is inside prison while his hearing is ongoing. And I think, and he debates whether it's civil or criminal, it really doesn't matter. But he says, regardless of civil or criminal, it will be 2 to 3 years until his hearing is done. That's not sentencing, that's the trial. His trial will not be over for 2 to 3 years. We'll talk more about that later. But that is amazing. And he says the minimum charge, the mandatory minimum, will be 5 years per guilty verdict. The minimum. Cooked.
well, as you know, summer in the Philippines is coming, and anyone who's ever been knows that it is hot as fuck. So now you add in a jail cell with multiple people inside and zero air conditioning. Vitaly, who was born in the cold climate of Russia, is going to have himself a good old time. And I'm pretty sure the Philippine government is willing to do everything they can to delay his hearings at least for 3 years, meaning from now on, he's gonna spend the next 3 summers in the Philippines with zero air conditioning.
This shit is getting hot.
So, Vitaly thought he knew how to pull pranks, huh? Well, now Juanito and the president are showing him what a real prank looks like. He's been charged with 3 counts, each carrying at least 5 years, meaning he's facing a minimum of 15 years and a maximum of 24 years in prison.
You get nothing. You lose.
So Vitaly has officially ended his life in the slowest, most excruciating way possible. Now he'll have to spend at least 3 summers in the scorching Philippine heated jail cell as a constant reminder that karma is a bitch. So, the end. The story must end here, right? I mean, what exactly does this have to do with Taiwan?
Weird.
The accomplice, the cameraman who filmed all of Vitaly's crimes, Sly Kane. He's a small-time actor, a rapper, a streamer, and he's also the main cameraman who's worked for a lot of the members of the Paipao-Tzu.
Huliin mo, kuya. Cop doesn't want to do anything. He's just why does he not react? He's not chasing me. I know. I want you to chase me. To chase.
The voice in the background, the one laughing at the end, that's Sly Kane.
Excuse me, madam. I'm gonna you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right. Trying to be nice to her grandma.
Fun fact, Sly Kane is Filipino, but when a Filipino woman was publicly humiliated by a white guy from the West, he didn't say a damn thing. He didn't even bother to try and stop it, all for the sake of making money. Now to me, this behavior is like some people in Taiwan right now, who for money, help the CCP to bully Taiwanese people.
Shame! Shame!
Ngayon po ay nasampahan po siya, ayon po sa PNP, nasampahan na po siya ng kaso. Itong si Christopher Dantes, alias Sky Lane.
Okay, so there we go. and it's Sly Kane. I think she says Sky Lane, but it's Sly Kane. But she says his name. So there can be no confusion, right? There can be zero confusion. And she's being very specific about what's happening here. So saying this person specifically, once again, this is coming from the presidential office, right? Not me. It's coming from the presidential office saying we're charging this guy.
And then, just 4 days ago, the Filipino presidential palace officially charged Sly Kane with the exact same crimes that Vitaly is being faced with. And guess where Sly Kane is now?
Having a good day, man. Just, you know, in Taipei with my kids and shit. And 19 Megatron still here. Wow, he's been here like the whole day. I'm too heavy, man. She wants me to sit on her lap.
The day before Vitaly was arrested, Sly Kane took his whole family on a trip to Taiwan and started live streaming.
No.
But hey, let's look on the bright side. At least he hasn't been harassing any Taiwanese citizens like Vitaly did back in the Philippines. Because I actually went through most of his streams, and the majority of it is just him hanging out with his family and even celebrated his 46th birthday here. But here's the thing. Unbeknownst to him, he's already broken Taiwanese law. Because fun fact, commercial filming on the MRT is prohibited. And you need to remember, my man is making them fat stacks by streaming on Kick, and he even asks for donations from his fans. Which, in case you didn't know, actually counts as commercial filming activity. So, Sly, breaking news, you have broken the goddamn law. Again.
No.
Now, so far, our Filipino tourist friend has only been charged by the Filipino government, but they have yet to issue an arrest warrant. But I'm guessing if he keeps extending his Formosan vacation here, it'll only be a matter of time before they do. And right now, other Asian countries like Japan, South Korea, Thailand, and now the Philippines have completely so-called this Baipao bullshit. And it was only a year or so ago that Taiwan even had its fill with slightly homeless in Harrison, roaming the streets of Xinyichu and Ximending, targeting young Taiwanese girls, making fun of Taiwanese men, and even being suspected of carrying the HIV. Now, I ain't entirely sure if Sly came here to really travel or if he's just scouting out the next stage for his Baibaozu takeover. But in case any of you Baipao Peilan are watching,
Do not come. Do not come.
Wagarikong, stay as far away from here as you can. Or don't. Fuck around and find out. And for any of you guys who see a blue or pink-haired Filipino walking around with a camera or live streaming on the MRT, you might want to give him a friendly Taiwanese reminder that that shit is illegal, yo. Because maybe he doesn't know. After all, it's his first time in Taiwan. But hey, now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! So, share this video with your friends to help spread the awareness. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think down below. And also, make sure you get a piece of this 地瓜口味 from 新丑工坊. And after that, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace!